Good afternoon. I'm Chase Brannen, CEO of Double B Hog Farms, a business that's going to be have $1 million in sales by its third year in an industry that's grown by 72% since 2008. And that's according to the 2014 U.S. Department of Agriculture study. We'll do this by supplying fast, fresh, organic pork to the southeast. Our business is called Double B because father and son have been working on this land for generations. I'm actually the 5th generation to be on our Bullitt County land. Right now we only grow cows, chickens, and corn, but my team and I have discovered from our research that organic whole and half hog sales is a growing market, especially locally, and it's given us reason to branch out from my family's company and start Double B Hog Farms. We use our core competencies to diversify in this related field. We already have access to land and feed through our parent company, and but we do want to just do more than just raise the pigs. We want them to be processed by us or a contracted business, so we can sell directly to restaurants and grocery stores at a premium price of around $4 a pound, as opposed to the commodity price of 55 cents as of this morning. However, due to the nature of our business, we don't expect to have any sales in our first 2 quarters of operations, as we raise our first group of shoats and grow our herd of sows. At the end of year 1, though, we hope to have 5% of the local market with around $160,000 in sales. We've had a lot of difficulty researching this market because organic whole and half hog sales are a very niche market and it's pretty new. But we have contacted many local restaurants and grocery stores like 40 East Grill, Ellis Meat Market, Whole Foods, and Fresh Market. And we found that they're all looking for a source of organic pork locally grown and are willing to pay a price of up to $4 a pound. I also think that we can all agree that there's been a rise in awareness about eating healthy in America in the last few years. But we found that approximately 150 restaurants and 100 grocery stores will buy from 6 for a restaurant and 45 per quarter for a grocery store. And so that means there'll be 20,000 hogs that need to be supplied just in our local area. And that's $12 million in sales available in the local area. We expect this to grow as businesses turn to organic products to help keep their customers satisfied. By the end of year 3, we hope to have 10% of the local market, and that's $1.2 million in sales. We're seeking $200,000 in debt financing today, and that'll help us get through those first 2 quarters as we get over the hump and only have pre-orders and no cash flowing yet. And just remember that I'm Chase Brannen here with Double B Hog Farms, and we're going to be selling great hogs to great people. Thank you.
Go ahead. Dave Davison.
Did I understand 50 cents is the commoditized price versus $4 for yours?
That's right.
Okay.
55 cents is a commodity price, like for just a lean hog sold to market at a like non-hanging weight.
Right.
But the $4 a pound will be off hanging weight, which is around 200 pounds instead of like 250.
Okay.
It's not much different, but
the question, let's just assume that we're looking at an 8 times price increase on the revenue side. What are you adding in terms of cost to grow these?
Well, we won't be able to grow as efficiently as the other companies because they're inside in hog houses, you know, and they can hold a lot of pigs. But in order to be like organic and have good animal welfare, we'll have to have more land to be able to have all the hogs on. And so that'll be the most cost. And then it'll also take longer for the hog to get to market weight because no growth hormones or anything like that to speed up the process.
Well, you have competition for organic pork, and second of all, swine flu comes about all the time. So how are you prepared, even though you'll be organically certified, to fight that image with the public, not just maybe buying customers?
Right. Well, one of our competitors, of course, will be Hunter Cattle, very popular in Bullitt County, and even though they do beef, it's still a viable substitute. And they actually just announced a couple months ago that they're going to start doing whole and half hog sales. But organic hog sales will be popular on the coast in some of the farm-to-table restaurants and also towards central Georgia. And Our land's in Register, Georgia, and it's right there on I-16, and so we'll have good access in both directions. And I think that'll be and we'll be able to focus more on hogs where they're also doing beef, and so they'll be divided, and we'll just be able to focus on pork.
Have you looked at what you have to deal with, because swine flu will come about, you know, you'll be labeled in that category even though you're organic.
Right.
So you do
Well,
something different.
things like swine flu and stuff like there's been another one that's hit the market pretty hard about a year ago. I can't remember the name of it, but it's a digestive problem for the pigs, and it comes through, but because our hogs aren't kept in close proximity, disease is not as much of a problem for us because they'll be free range.
You're going to process on site?
Well, we've been talking back and forth about this. We'd like to contract with a butcher to start with, because that'll be a lot easier for us to get started. But then as we go along, we'd like to be able to get our own processing plant and do that ourselves, so we can cut out even another middleman.
But that's calculated at $4.
Right. To have one hog butchered with another company, we've seen somewhere between $60 and $90 a hog.
It's time. Thank you so much.